missing caution sign and one simple question from a police officer, would you like to sue? That incident taught me something important about responsibility in public systems. In this episode, I will share four important lessons that I learned that we can apply in our daily lives. Welcome to Inner Quest Healing Talks, conversations for stress to bliss. I am your host, Ravindra Murthy. In this mini series, Lessons I Learned in America, I share my experiences from my time in United States that changed the way I look at everyday systems, people, and life. Today's story didn't happen directly to me. It happened to my colleague, Aarathi. But when she narrated this incident to us, it left a lasting impression on me. Aarathi was walking inside the World Trade Center in New York. As she was walking through one of the public areas, she suddenly stepped onto a wet floor. She slipped, fell down, and also suffered a minor sprain in her leg. Immediately, the security personnel in the World Trade Center responded and helped her to get medical attention and first aid. Later, a police officer came to understand what had happened. Aarathi explained that she had simply been walking when she slipped because the floor was wet. During the inquiry, it was understood that the cleaning staff had been mopping the area, and there was one important thing missing. You see that familiar yellow sign that we see often in malls, airports, hotels, and public buildings? The caution wet floor signboard. The question that surprised her was the officer explained that the cleaning staff should have placed the warning sign before or while cleaning the area. Then he asked Aarathi whether she wanted to pursue the matter further with a legal action and sue the organization. She was surprised, and her obvious immediate reaction was, why should I? I should have been more careful while walking. And to her, it felt like her own mistake. But the officer explained that while individuals certainly need to be careful, the organization is equally responsible for maintaining a public space, also has the duty to warn people when it creates a temporary hazard. That was a very different way of looking at responsibility. Fortunately, her injury was minor. She received the treatment and returned home safely that evening. Later, when she told this story to us, we jokingly teased her, you missed an opportunity to sue and make some money. And of course, we were only joking, but behind that humorous conversation were some serious lessons. Lesson 1: systems being proactive rather than reactive. In a well-designed public system, safety is not left entirely to individual awareness. The system also try and anticipate risks. If the floor is wet, put up a warning sign. If there is construction, create a barrier. If something is dangerous, inform people before they encounter it. So, the goal is not merely to react after something goes wrong. The goal is to prevent the problem in the first place. Good systems think ahead and they ask what could go wrong, and then what can we do now to reduce that risk. And this principle applies everywhere, be it business, home, or software, and even in our personal lives. Lesson 2: Shared responsibility. It was not the possibility of compensation, it was the idea of accountability and responsibility. The question was not only why the person walking did not notice the wet floor, there was another question: why was the person not warned that the floor was wet? That distinction is very important. We often think in extremes. Either it was completely my mistake, or it was completely someone else's mistake, or the system's mistake, so on and so forth. But life is rarely that simple. Individuals and organizations have equal responsibilities, and we need to understand that, because when both sides fulfill them, systems work smoothly. A person should watch where they are walking, while an organization that knows the floor is slippery should also warn the people. So, responsibility can be shared, and it must be, according to me. Lesson 3: Systems show what they value. The incident was not dismissed simply because the injury was small. The security team responded, the event was examined, the cause was discussed, and that told me something about how seriously public safety procedures can be taken in a good system. And a good system does not wait for a major tragedy before asking what went wrong. Even small incidents can become opportunities to improve. Lesson 4: Accountability builds trust. When organizations acknowledge their responsibility, people trust them more. Imagine the opposite. Someone gets hurt, nobody responds, nobody investigates, nobody cares to even accept responsibility. What would happen? Over time, people stop trusting that system, right? So, accountability is not just about liability, it's about trust. Have you ever experienced a situation where a small safety measure prevented a big problem? Perhaps you have seen an organization take responsibility for something that went wrong. I would love to hear your experience. Share it in the comments. And if this episode made you think differently about responsibility and public safety, share it with someone who might appreciate this lesson. Remember, a responsible system does not just respond when something goes wrong, it thinks way ahead so that fewer things go wrong in the first place. This is your host Ravindra Murthy. Thank you for joining me today. Take a breath, take it slow, and remember, bliss begins within.